Hello everyone, I hope you people are doing good. It's very good evening to everybody from my side, and I hope you people are doing good. And especially you people are taking precautions the way you used to take when COVID-19 was at its peak. Because once again, the cases are coming in India. There are some states where cases are found. So I would request everybody to please take precautions, go out, but maintain the social distancing and maintain the guidance of the government. Thank you so much. So there are some incidents that I have talked about in my previous video. One of the incidents that I would love to talk about here as well. Now I have been, most of the hospitals, including private and government as well. So I will be sharing an incident of a government hospital where I was visiting with my friends. And there was a medical condition, there was an emergency, and I was visiting. And that patient was very critical, and I was there with him. And the patient needed to be admitted, and there were some doctors, they have already told different departments to kindly admit the patient, but doctors was not admitting the patient, and that patient needed certain and an instant as soon as possible treatment because the patient was in a critical condition. But doctors were communicating to each other in English, and the way they were manipulating the attendants. My friend, because when he was an attendant, he was with his patient. So the way doctors were manipulating the patients and including attendants, it was like how can doctor treat in this way? The way they were showing cold shoulder towards the attendants, and they were not agreeing to admit the patient. Then I got into and then I started communicating with the doctors in English, the way they were communicating, and they were denying straight away in English. I am telling you, patient and attendants, I'm sorry to tell you that they were unable to understand the way they were communicating in English, and they were communicating to each other that we do not have enough bed, and we do not have to take responsibility of some patient, just let him go, and because we do not have seat and we do not have beds, so we do not need to take this much responsibility. In such a way they were talking to each other, and I was shocked, completely shocked that just because of talking to each other, communicating to each other in English, they were manipulating patient as well as attendants. I was shocked. Then I started getting into the profession. I started talking. When they got to know that patients, attendants can communicate in English, then I requested that why are you not admitting the patient? Patient is critical condition. Then they got down, and they have started buttering and all. They have started showing flattering, and then say that we need to do some observation. After observing the patient, we will admit, and we will decide what to do, what not to do. Then I was serious. I tried to make him understand to kindly admit. Then treatment got started, and he started getting treated by the doctors. So why I am sharing this incident with you guys? Because what happens when it comes to politicians and political parties. They make positive remarks, and they make promises that we are providing this much good facility in private hospitals and including government hospital. When it comes to getting to know about at the ground level, on the ground, if you visit and if you wish, you will be shocked. You will be ashamed as well that you have casted your vote for somebody and who made promise to provide us that's what goes facility, but on ground level you are finding and you are shocking. Even they are not treating well, even they are not talking to the attendants in a good manner so that they can feel something good. Nobody wants to visit the hospital, nobody wants to visit the hospital, but just because of an emergency, just because of some good bad times and misfortune, people visit. But the way doctors behave with the attendants, really it was pathetic. It was unexpected. We do not expect anything the way they were behaving from doctors, because we consist doctor as a god. We treat doctors as a god. But the way they were talking, it was pathetic, and it was beyond expectations. So I'm here to talk about. Now I will not make some negative remarks about political party and what do they make promise and all, and the facility of medical facilities. But I will talk about here the importance of communication skill. How important communication skill is. If you are not having good communication skill, you might face some bad consequences.
as he was unable, my friend was unable to communicate with the doctors, and that was the reason behind he was not getting treated by the doctors. Even he was not admitted by the doctors. I got into the profession, and I talked to the doctor, then he started treating. So this is how it becomes very important to have good communication skill, because it requires at anywhere, any place. It might require at any time, at any place. So that is what I'm here to talk about. And there are some traits and there are some questions that I have been asked by many people, that what are the shortcuts to develop communication skill. So I will be talking about the same. There are some strengths and there are some parameters that you need to take care of, so that you can brush up your communication skill and you can rectify and you can improve your communication skill. So there are some traits that we'll be talking about. So let's crack it.
So first we'll be talking about environment. First, let me tell you people, what happens. It is all about, you must have heard about gymming. If you exercise, your body pumps up, your body builds. So it is all about exercising. If you are determined towards your goal to build your body and to go to exercise daily on daily basis and to practice hard, and you do not want to miss the gym for a single day. So that is what same rule you can apply here as well. It is all about the way you build your body. Similarly, you can rectify, you can improve your communication skill by some strengths and some quality that if you are having. So first we'll be talking about, I would love to talk about environment. If you are having an environment where people are there who are an intellect and who can speak in English, if you are getting an environment, then you can easily speak in English and you can rectify your communication skill. Second, I would love to talk about take an initiative to speak in English. You must have seen people, they do not try to get into the profession. Getting start something is really strenuous. When we take an initiative towards anything, in the beginning we do not feel comfortable, do not feel good to take initiative, but be a good initiator, so that consequences can help you out to have good communication skill. So be an initiator and start speaking in English. If you take an initiative to speak in English most of the time in a day or night, and start thinking about in English. If you think something about your lifestyle, about your family, about your friends, about anything, think in English. That will for sure help you out in order to communicate and in order to brush up your communication skill. Third will be, I would love to talk about practice consistently. You must have seen people take initiative to start speaking in English. They do for a week, for a month, but then they give up. But do not give up. As I have talked about, practice makes men perfect. You must have heard about this quote. So I would love to request you guys not to break, not to give up in between. If you have taken initiative to start speaking in English, do not break it down. Keep yourself in a consistent way and start being consistent and do not break it down. Fourth, we'll be talking about find people to talk in English. I can understand you might get the atmosphere, but you might not get the people whom you can talk with in English. So find people who can talk, who can communicate with you in English. You can find strangers as well. If you do not feel comfortable with your family members, your friends, you can find strangers as well to talk in English. For sure, it will help you out in order to brushing up your communication skill. And last, fifth will be self-talk. Talking to yourself becomes very important here as well. If you talk to yourself, as I just little before I talked about, think in English. If you think about your family, whatever you are thinking, think in English. And if you talk to yourself in English. If you are not finding people to talk, stand in front of the mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and start talking to mirror, to yourself. It will also for sure help you out in order to brushing your communication skill. Last but not the least, I will be talking about determination. You must have heard about, if you are not determined enough, you will not be able to do anything. So I would request you guys to kindly be determined towards your goal. And just little before I talked about that, well, it is all about, you can relate brushing up your communication skill or developing your communication skill with building your body. If you go to the gym on daily basis, if you practice hard, if you exercise on a daily basis, your body builds easily. So same here, if you are determined towards your goal in order to have good communication skill, so you can practice hard, you can be determined, and it will for sure help you out in order to have good communication skills. So thank you so much everybody. I hope this will for sure help you out, and I will be coming back with the next content, and that will for sure also help you out. And please subscribe my channel and get it shared by your friends. Thank you.